Yesterday I was at a physiotherapist and she was doing such a painful massage that I could literally hardly contain myself. And so there I was breathing hardly and exhaling like, sometimes even tapping on the massage table and even throwing out some swears every now and then. But to be very honest, I felt kind of ashamed. Yeah, she was really pushing hard and trying to loosen up the back of my knee, and every single time she was pushing, with her finger, it felt like she was basically cutting my leg open with her nails. But yet, I didn't want to be doing that big scene. I wanted to be able to endure that pain and to enjoy that pain because I knew exactly that I had done so in the past. And so I was so close to literally ask her to stop for a few seconds to give me a little bit of break because of how painful it was. But then I asked myself, like, Andrea, is this the best that you can give? And obviously, I didn't even have to give myself the answer. And like that, I calmed down. Like that, I stopped doing that big scene and just started enjoying the pain. And so she asked myself immediately, like, what happened? Like, is it less painful now, or are you just hiding it better? And I didn't really know what to say because it was none of those two things. It was actually that the pain was still the same, but it was no more my pain. I had totally detached from it and therefore I started enjoying it. And I know that you might not really understand what I have just said with detaching from the pain. It's not my pain. Like, what the fuck do you mean? You probably are telling yourself. Let me tell you that at the end of this video, you will have unlocked the best technique out there to enjoy pain, to endure pain, and to actually enjoy it. And I first discovered this technique when I read a book about meditation. It was, I think, this book here from this guy here, Osho, and I will link it in the description down below so that if you are really interested in going deeper in this, you can. But basically, in that book, he made me understand that I could detach from my body, from my mind, and from my emotions because we are not our body, we are not our mind, and we are not our emotions. And when we actually detach from them, we are able to look at them as if it was no more us, and therefore physical pain, mental pain, negative emotions, they won't impact us anymore. And it's crazy because most people don't even know this. Most people don't ever realize that they can detach because they are not their body, they're not their mind, they're not their emotions. They're their observer that can look at those things, detach from them, and look at them in a third person perspective. And when you actually unlock this, you are going to be able to basically enjoy pain easily. When I first read it, I also was not really convinced, but I immediately wanted to try it out. And so it was about 1.5 years ago, something like that, that I actually unlocked this. I wanted to try it out on wall sits because at that time I was doing really hard leg workouts. At that end of those leg workouts, I was basically also doing wall sits. I was literally sitting on the wall, putting a weight on my legs, and when everything was shaking, I was still, continuing and pushing on and pushing on. And then when I read this book, I immediately asked myself, bro, is it possible that I can detach from that pain and enjoy it? Because I was able to, endure it, but I was still feeling it. I was still identifying with it. And that is the mistake that we do. We identify with our body, we identify with our mind, we identify with our emotions. And so when we feel a bad emotion, we feel like it's ours, right? We identify with it. We feel it as if it was us. And so we obviously want it to stop. When we feel negative thoughts or mental pain, for example, when you're embarrassed or something like that, you want it to stop because we identify with it. We feel like as if it was our thoughts. It was us. Those thoughts are us, but it is not us. And the physical pain is the same thing. We identify with it. We identify with our body. We think that we are our body, even though we aren't. And you can literally do this experience very easily through meditation or even right now, right? If you have tried meditation and you are able to detach from your body, to really, not just sit in a corner of your room with your hands like this and your and your legs crossed, but just really started to observe your thoughts, started to detach from them, started to detach from your body, then you know what I'm talking about. If you have never done this experience before because you have never really meditated, then It is actually quite simple, but it might take some practice to get this feeling. And so you could literally experience it right now. Like I literally am detached right now from my body, and I have to do it consciously. It's not a thing that goes unconsciously. We unconsciously are normally attached to our thoughts, our body, our feelings. But consciously, as I'm doing right now, I can literally talk while being detached from my thoughts and my talking, and being detached from these hands moving and everything. I know it might be strange if you're hearing this for the first time, but it is really fucking a superpower, detaching from those things. You know, when you're in conversations and you're really involved in it and you detach from them, you can handle them way better. When you're in physical pain or in mental pain and you feel like you want it to stop, but you detach from it, you can enjoy it because it's no more your body, it's no more your thoughts, it's no more you that is in pain. You look at it as if it was someone else's pain. And that's a fucking magical thing. It like literally works like wonders. You can be pushing in the gym as hard as you want, and it's not you, it's not your body that it's hurting. Then obviously don't do stupid things and jumping down from the bridge because I don't feel the pain, those are stupid things obviously. But you know what I mean, for those productive things that get you towards your goals. That obviously very often take a lot of pain, a lot of discipline, a lot of hardship. Very often people don't want to do them because they identify with the pain, with the physical and mental pain. They identify with their thoughts, with their emotions, with their body. And that is why they don't want to feel it, because they don't want to feel pain. But when you actually detach from it, that's when you actually realize that it's not you, that the pain, yeah, exists, but it is as if someone else was feeling pain. You know, you might care, but it's not the same as if you are feeling pain. The same thing goes with literally your body, your mind, and your emotions. And so, if you want to feel this detachment, you want to be really practicing meditation. Meditation, as I said, is not just about sitting silent with your legs crossed and your hands like this in a corner of your room. It is about detaching. It is about practicing this detachment. It is hard because it takes a lot of presence. But then when you actually unlock that feeling, and you could literally unlock it right now, like try to pause this video, take yourself 30 seconds and try to detach from your hands. Like look at your hands and detach from them. Realize that it's not you. You can observe them, you can move them, but it's not you. I know it might sound like I'm crazy dude talking about these things, but it's so powerful. Anyways, if you don't unlock it in this 30 seconds, doesn't matter, you can practice it, and with practice, I guarantee you, you will achieve it. And if you actually want to dive deeper, if you want to unlock it as quickly as possible, I highly recommend you to check in the description down below the Amazon link that I will be putting, so that you will basically have this book. You can buy yourself this book, which helped me out a lot. And yeah, it's really a powerful book about meditation. And so this will basically get you to do those things that most people don't want to be doing because it's painful, it's hard, and because we identify with the pain, we don't want to feel it, we want it to stop, but you will be able to detach from it. And I've been using this so often, it's helping me so much out. Getting into an ice bath every single day, first thing in the morning, or doing a cold shower as soon as I wake up at 6 a.m. It's hard, it's painful, but when I detach from the pain, I can actually enjoy it. When I get into the gym and push really hard, it's painful, my muscle wants to stop. But then I detach from my brain, from my thoughts, from my body, and I realize that it's not me, and so I just enjoy it. And this goes with so many other things. And it's such a crazy superpower that you have when you can detach from things. You are going to basically handle every single situation better, enjoy pain, enjoy hardship, and basically smash it with a smile on your face. Anyways, really hope this video helped you out. I'm sure it will if you actually implement this, if you actually start meditating, if you read this book, and if you actually start practicing this detachment in your day-to-day life, and also when you're in the gym or you're doing painful things. And when you do that, when you actually feel that thing for the first time, that you are detached from your body, from the pain, and you can just push, but it's no more your body, it's no more your pain, it's no more you. It's just it's such a banger thing. Anyways, As said, really hope this video helped you out. If it did, and if you liked it, make sure to leave a like and to subscribe to not miss on my future videos. Anyways, wish you all the best, bro, and see you very soon. Ciao.